Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Adam Vox, and welcome to an episode 0 of something. This is RuneScape 2007. This is the old school RuneScape version that I played when I was in middle school and early high school, and probably a little later in high school just when I felt like going back to it. It is an MMORPG, one of the first big free ones outside of, one of the first big ones outside of WoW, but one of the first big free ones that was mostly free. They did have a members area that actually more than like doubled or tripled what you could do in the game, but I never had that until I was just screwing around with it in high school and I had money. I always just played the free one, but it was the epitome of grinding in an MMO, as you had all these levels that you could level up, but by how you did that was just by doing repetitive tasks. They did eventually integrate in various quests and quest-like elements, but for the most part, it was mostly just, if you wanted to really just max out your fire making level, you just went and bought a bunch of logs or chopped down a bunch of trees and just kind of sat there and made fires across the world in a giant line. Well, I had a weekend recently where I was feeling pretty nostalgic. I had just played Halo Online, and so essentially played a lot of Halo 3 online on the computer, and then played a bunch of Call of Duty 4, which I've actually stuck with. Still play a little bit of Halo Online, but not a ton at the moment, as I have issues recording it, and I want to record it for some videos. But I also went and installed RuneScape 2007 and started playing that. Now, I screwed up and I logged out at the character creation menu, and so my character has the default skin. So when I get to the mainland, I will have to redesign my character. But this is just the tutorial island, which is why it's episode 00. I'm just trying to see if anyone is actually interested in watching me play RuneScape. Like I said, I played the heck out of it back in middle school and high school, and I had a character named Dark Spells 3 who I got up to like level 70. Again, I didn't have time to I may have had the time. I didn't have the permission from my family when I was a kid to sit there and spend 24/7 on the computer to max out my character's level, but I was very proud of my character that had about like 2.4 million gold, a lot of really rare items, and actually it may have been like closer to 4 million gold. And it was about level 70 with a lot of stuff pretty close to being maxed out. And you can't use that in old school RuneScape 2007 for some reason. You either have... They put us in a really weird situation, and I didn't realize this when I was trying to start it, is you either start RuneScape 2007 with a new character, a fresh start, and lose years worth of progress and items that don't seem to be transferable back, which really sucks in my opinion, since I only played that character on RuneScape 2007, not in the RuneScape 2 and RuneScape 3 and all the fancy stuff. Or you continue that character in the new game and have no clue what the hell's going on or what you're doing. So I ended up electing to just make a new character. We'll see how far I get it. I figure I can keep myself interested as long as I'm exploring the world. I remember... I think Falador, Draenor... No, Draenor's World of Warcraft expansion. There's a D1. Falador, Varrock, Lumbridge. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I have a lot of memories of it. Very fond memories of the places and the things you can do in this game. So I figure if I actually focus on the questing, which I never really did as a kid, I just ran around buying and selling stuff and trying to bot fish and lobster and things like that. I figure I can have a decent time. And the combat was always decently enjoyable. Something I enjoyed focusing on for some reason was prayer. Killing the biggest bosses you possibly can. The lesser demons, the greater demons, things like that. And getting the big bones and burying those to level up that grinding skill. Still pointless. Still, like, no more useful than fire making. But, well, it is a little more useful than fire making because it gives you stat buffs and things like that. So, I guess so. But I had such good times. I remember at one point someone somehow modded their character, or either Jagex led the event themselves. And this character, one player, was allowed themselves to run through the PvE, the non-player versus player areas, and somehow was able to actually kill players. And since they couldn't fight back, he was literally just running across the world, killing off players, and they're losing their stuff. And so I'm going to see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll link it in the description below. I have no clue how easy it'll be to find, because it was easy to find back then because it was viral at the time. And not everyone and their brother could upload RuneScape videos. But now that everyone can, I don't know if it's findable. But there was a video showing it, and it was just like a montage of someone following this guy as he ran through the cities killing everyone, and the Jagex mods are just like following him, just like yelling at everyone, "Put your stuff in the bank! put your stuff in the bank, because he was freaking, killing everyone and taking their stuff, and no one could fight back. It was crazy stuff. And then they had an event where some wizard dude who had been staring at part of the world for like 2 or 3 years, and everyone was suspicious about what he was doing. They eventually had him like blow up the building, and it was this big cinematic event in the game, which hadn't happened a whole lot and wasn't very common at the time for this kind of thing. And just some really good times. And I had Dark Spells 3, which was my biggest character. My first character, I've always been terrible at usernames, just totally awful at handles and usernames. This character was named Adam02252. Anytime I tried to have someone add me, they were just like, how do you remember that? And eventually when you type in, especially with a number pad, which I don't have right now, but if you're trying to log in real quick and I type in Adam02252, like eventually that muscle memory will help me remember what it is I am typing. But it was a blast. And so I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'll make it far. It took me about 10-15 minutes to get out of the tutorial island. It was, it's just showing me how to play the game, and surprisingly, I remember everything on how to play the game. I have to use, they have a resizable mode now, so I can resize it to what appears to be a 1080p screen. Since I'm running at 4K, I can't, fully size it up properly, and the game was made to run at like 1024 by 768, so it starts getting kind of funky. But I'm recording it with OBS, and if you want to see like a playthrough or live streams of it, please smash the like button and comment down below letting me know which of the two you would like to see. I'd definitely like to play through some of it for y'all. If not, then I'll just play some of it on my own. But just wanted to share some nostalgia with you. My name's been Adam Vox. Thank you so much for watching. And if you still play RuneScape, let me know. Also in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.